the world power at it again. The world power at it again. China celebrated the 80th years of to mark the end of the Second World War, and I think it tallies with their independence or something like that. Now, during that thing, there's something that happened. China have decided to show the world, not the world, they decided to show America that they are powerful. And do you know the worst thing? China went now and they went and invited the president of South Korea, Kim Jong-un, and the president of Russia, Putin, that's fighting with Ukraine. They went and invited them, and these two people are working side by side while the president of China is at the middle. It is a message to America. Trump responded because they asked him direct. And let me tell you one thing that I want you to know. During that celebration, there's something that China did. That celebration is not to mark the end of the World War, but it is to show America their strength, that they are not joking. That if America tried them, because Trump has been threatening countries, tariff here and there, this and this. And what is happening in Gaza, other countries have been complaining, and America has been citing them. You understand? And China and the rest, they are saying, no, they cannot continue. You remember recently, even France and other countries, Britain and Canada, they recognized the state of Palestine. So all these things, because America continued to stand in support of Israel. So now this thing meets their independence because of this attackation, because there is already rising tension between all this world power. So China, during this celebration, they decided to bring weapons. Baba, wait and see weapons. They show weapons, and that even Trump himself, we are going to play the video for you, even Trump himself has to say that, yeah, he has seen their celebration, and he knows that celebration, they just did it to just show him their power and their strength. And I want you to listen to Trump and observe him. You see that the way Trump is talking in that video is not the same way Trump talks when he's talking with other presidents. Just observe and see the calmness. So just watch and see the power between these countries now is rising. And China now is beginning to show that if you joke with us, you'll be in trouble. And there's one thing that China shook the world. All journalists all over the world, Al Jazeera and other outstanding media houses, they put it. Everything on the parade ground is uniform. If their turning head is the same, if they are turning their hand the same, in fact, no world have ever done that. And apart of that, there are some planes that they released that nobody have ever seen it before. So there are a lot of things there for you to be seen. If I just relax and just watch and see how it's going to do, because it's a big celebration, it is takeaway, and it is a threat to, I think, Europe. That is a message to Europe. Because now they have aligned North Korea, Russia, and China. They have become united. So it's a message to Britain, America, and other countries that are there. And the planes, there are some nuclear weapons that they showcased. They say no country that have it in the whole world. No country that have it in the whole world. And currently we're hearing that Trump has declared that military should get ready in America for better tax, and he said that he's going to increase their salary by 3.5% this time around. You see, each country is trying to boost its military. Now, what happened about the military of Britain? The Great Britain told the military, the president just advised them, is it prime minister they call him or what? He advised the military that they should just get ready. They should warm up everything, all the weapons they have. They should just get ready for seemingly war that is coming, because now tension is everywhere. So let's just watch this video, make your comment and observation. We'll see.
If coordination, precision, and pageantry are what wins wars, then there's no question that China is one of the world's most formidable forces. There was not a step out of place or an exaggerated turn of the head off cue in this biggest of Beijing's military parades. But just as captivating for the audience in Tiananmen Square was seeing the historic union of Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, and Kim Jong-un. This was the first time the Russian president and North Korean leader have appeared together with Xi and it looked like they couldn't be happier in one another's company. A defining image of the ages, one of defiance and deliberate timing from the Chinese president. In his speech to mark the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II, Xi spoke of a new era and a China that cannot be intimidated.
中华民族伟大复兴势不可挡，人类和平与发展的崇高事业必将胜利。
It is little wonder that President Trump had a barbed message for Xi Jinping, accusing the Chinese leader of conspiring against him with Putin and Kim. Perhaps the American president had also been briefed that among the array of new weapons on display was a missile known as the Guam Killer. The DF-26 has a range of 4,000 kilometers, putting the key US base in the Pacific within range. Alongside the latest missiles, there was a showcase of cutting-edge hardware, unmanned boats, a fleet of scary-looking drones, and this cute but deadly platoon of mini-tanks. This extravagant military display has been packed with pomp, patriotism and political posturing. It has also been the grandest of progress reports, showing the rest of the world just how advanced and war-ready China's armed forces have become. After the parade, it was time for lunch. Xi still flanked by his trusty comrades. Later, Kim and Putin carved out some one-on-one time, meeting to discuss the war in Ukraine. Kim has provided thousands of soldiers and shiploads of ammunition to Russia and vowed to continue doing everything he could to help Putin's cause.
아까도 말씀드렸지만 내가 당신과 러시아 인민을 위해서 할 수 있는 것이 있다면 또 해야 되는 것이 있다면 그 형제적인 그런 옹으로 우리가 감당해야 될 옹으로 간주하고 모든 걸 다해서 도울 용의가 있습니다.
While other countries might take a solemn approach to remembering World War II, Xi has introduced a show of strength. The optics he created with his chosen guests of honour this year signals who are his brothers in arms. Debbie Edward, ITV News, Beijing.
We saw a dramatic picture where we saw the leaders of Russia and North Korea and China together. The first time the leaders of those three countries have been together in this sort of show of solidarity. You said that they're conspiring against the United States. What do you think they're conspiring to do? And given this, is it reason why you should slap or would consider slapping secondary sanctions on Russia if they're conspiring against the U.S. now?
Well, I've already done that with regard to India, and we're doing it with regard to other things. And I put out a truth last night. You saw that, and I was the one that brought it up. I said they're only doing this. They're looking to when they did what they did. I thought it was a beautiful ceremony. I thought it was very, very impressive. But I understood the reason they were doing it, and they were hoping I was watching, and I was watching. My relationship with all of them is very good. We're going to find out how good it is over the next week or two. I think that we helped China very much, as you know, when they talk about freedom. And I don't believe that, and maybe I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't believe that America, that the United States was acknowledged for helping China to gain its freedom. But perhaps that was just that was a sleight of hand. I mean, I was very surprised. I watched the speech last night. President Xi's a friend of mine, but I thought that the United States should have been mentioned last night during that speech because we helped China very, very much.